Some people are just too good for this world. Hi, welcome back to Regal Heights Church and our Director's Cuts here based upon the message last Sunday out of Hebrews chapter 11. We've been doing a series on the book of Hebrews. We encourage you to go through the whole thing and include the Director's Cuts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that helps fill in some of the blanks or the extra rabbit trails that we would otherwise not go down. So today I want to talk about at the end of what we call the Hall of Heroes in the faith chapter, in chapter 11. It talks about all the people who had faith and did great things, and then a bunch of people that lost their lives because of the faith. And then it also puts a tag at the end of that saying the world was not worthy of them, meaning those who were martyred for their faith. That is not a one-off concept. That is a well-known thing that it would appear through the full weight of Scripture, meaning if we were to weigh everything, that if somebody were to die for their faith, that it isn't just that they died for their faith, it is that God wanted to take them home. So there's a duality going on there. And so we need to realize that with it, that God has a purpose. You know, we can't get too focused on the natural, that whether somebody gets sick and died, or whether somebody is persecuted and died, or whether somebody has faced great difficulty and financial pain, or whatever happens that just destroys them. That, we got to look at that and say that, there might be something more going on than just the natural things that we see. If we look back even, about 800 years before Hebrews was written, Isaiah penned this in Isaiah 57, verse 1. It says, "The righteous perish, and nobody ponders it in their heart. Devout men are taken away, and nobody understands that the righteous are taken away to be spared for evil." You know what? We joke a lot about 2020 being a difficult year, although it is most definitely not the most difficult year that we have ever endured or will endure again. But yet it's fun to make some of the jokes about it. However, you can imagine if this was the most extreme year ever possible, and you were the righteous one, you'd probably think in December 31st, 2019 would be a good time for God to take you to heaven, just spare you from what's to come in the evil days ahead. So I want to encourage you with that to know that to think a little bit deeper on why some of the good people in our lives pass away, and we wonder why God wouldn't leave them here in order to continue to do good work on the earth, is that maybe God is sparing them from something greater of evil in the future, whether it be health crisis, torture, pain, persecution. We don't know. But we lean in with faith, just like those people did in Hebrews chapter 11, whether they lived or whether they died, because they had confidence in God. They knew what he was doing, and they knew what he was doing when he was doing it and when he was allowing things to happen. So I want to encourage you to this, that God is always on the move. He is in everything. Nothing is a surprise to him, and his timing is perfect. And even though we walk these dusty roads of earth, we need to remember God made it perfect. We botched it. He's offered to fix it through his Son. And as we follow him the rest of our days on the earth, we're going to have good times and bad. But ultimately, when we die and face the judgment, we will be with God forever in heaven for those who believe. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Have a great day.